Welcome to the Little League World Series on ESPN, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods from Al Houghton Stadium in San Bernardino, California. It's a West Region matchup as Honolulu, Hawaii takes on Las Vegas, Nevada. There are 8 regions in Little League around the country, each sending their champion to Williamsport. In the West region, 6 teams began play. Now we're down to 3: Hawaii, Nevada, and Northern California. Hawaii and Nevada both unbeaten, but it's just game 2 for Nevada, and surprisingly, Southern California has already been eliminated. The winner of this game between Hawaii and Nevada advances to the West Region Final on Saturday. The loser will play an elimination game against Northern California tomorrow. So glad you could join us from San Bernardino, along with Gold Glove first baseman JT Snow. I'm Mark Neely. JT, both these teams 2 wins away from Williamsport.
Yeah, they've been grinding the last month through districts, through sectionals, through states, and now they find themselves just 2 wins away from the ultimate prize and a trip of a lifetime to Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Let's take a look at this Little League Major Division at a glance. You're looking at mainly 12 and 13-year-olds. The pitching distance is 46 feet, 60 feet between the bases. It is a 6-inning game, and there is minimum mandatory play. Hawaii is known historically for their pitching and hitting, and on the pitching side today, Kaolu Holt handles that.
We're going to see a good one. Holt, he is the quiet leader of this team. He started both games in the sectionals and the state and won them both. The kids look up to him on this team. He's a quiet leader, a hard worker, and one of their best pitchers on the mound. The perfect guy in game 1. And for Las Vegas, it's Easton Shelton. His nickname is the Beast. You can see why when you watch him play shortstop tonight. The coaches call him a great kid, a gentle giant, always a smile on his face. He's a leader. The kids look up to him, and one of the best players they've ever coached at this stage of Little League.
Honolulu, Hawaii, taking on Las Vegas, Nevada. When we come back, we'll meet the coaches and players from Hawaii and bring you the first pitch next.
The Little League World Series on ESPN is presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's, and in part by the Honda Odyssey, official vehicle of Little League since 1996.
Still hazy here in San Bernardino due to the fires around the state of California, and also we actually had a few raindrops. A rare occurrence this time of year in San Bernardino just an hour or 2 ago, but nothing significant. Hawaii taking on Nevada here tonight. Honolulu, Hawaii. Bet you didn't know Honolulu means sheltered bay. Of course, it's located on the island of Oahu, and it's the capital and largest city of Hawaii. Now let's go ahead and meet the coaches and players from Honolulu Little League in Hawaii.
Aloha. Gerald Ora, manager of Honolulu Little League All-Star Team. Shout out to all the youth of the SGI USA Lions of Justice.
Aloha, Willis Kato, assistant coach. I'd like to say hi to all the friends and family supporting us back home.
Aloha, Keith Oda, assistant coach.
Hi, I'm Zach Wan. Shout out to my dad in Alabama.
How's it? Nano Delacuris. Shout out to my friends and family back home. How's it? Alkai Kea. Shout out to my parents and my brothers for supporting me.
How's it? Chandler here. Shout out to my parents and my brothers.
How's it? Taylor Nona. Shout out to my family back home, and especially Auntie Shan.
Aloha, Manala Calm. Shout out to all my friends and family back at home.
How's it? Koluho. Shout out to my mom.
How's it? Sean Yamaguchi. Shout out to all my brothers at St. Louis.
Hello, Corey Chu. Shout out to my family. How's it? Jake Souza. Shout out to my parents and my 2 brothers.
How's it? Bruce Boucher. Shout out to Kamehameha Middle School's Kapalama.
Aloha, Hunter Nishina. I'd like to shout out my mom and my dad.
Aloha, Tanner Chen. I'd like to shout out my mom and dad. Aloha, Caleb Okada. I'd like to give a shout out to my family, my friends, and my supporters.
And we give our own shout out to the folks on the islands tonight watching. Glad to have you with us. And on the mound for Nevada, Joel Castro.
Just look at the big right-hander, 5'5", 135-pounders. He's favorite athlete, Ken Griffey Jr. He's a 3-pitch pitcher, fastball, curveball, changeup. His fastball is live. His changeup is very good. And as the coaches for this Nevada team said, he throws with anger.
I love that.
Love it.
Throwing with some anger tonight. Frank Appicetti is the manager Here's his son Connor on the team. And this Nevada team, kind of strange with the way the bracket shakes out. This is just their second game. And you already have a Southern California team from Chula Vista that played 4, went 2-2, and has been eliminated, surprisingly.
Well, they're eager and they're anxious. We talked to them yesterday. They've been waiting around. They've only played one game, like you said, Mark, and that'll be a key tonight to see how they come out. They come out nice and calm, come out a little jittery, and it's going to be a battle of two really good, powerful teams.
Sun kind of peeking out. We're dinner time out here on the West Coast. It's still close to 100 degrees. But actually kind of clearing up a little bit. It's been very even hazier earlier in the day. We're ready to go from Al Houghton Stadium in San Bernardino. Manalau Kong will lead off the game for Hawaii. First pitch, Hackett, and fouls it away right side. We've noticed that in the earlier game today, and now here to start it. Hitters go up there ready to ambush that first pitch.
I have been very impressed with the offensive approaches by these kids in the first game, and now you see Kong that first pitch. They are attacking the fastball.
Ball.
You watch
I want
this
that ball.
Nevada team play. They can hit and they can pitch. The defense is solid, but they rely on their hitting and pitching. We'll get into their hitting when they come to bat, but they've got some sticks and a lot of power. And on the other hand, Hawaii, they can pitch it. They play great D, and they are a put-it-in-play offense.
Chop to the right side, and the ball spins past the second baseman, Jacob Ferry, and into right field. That ball had some top spin on it. It's a base hit for Kong.
It's kind of a tough hop. It hits that hard infield, and we'll see it again. Big hitter. That's a ball you can back up on. See how it takes that super ball high. It's okay if you're on the infield, and if the ball's hit hard in a big chopper like that, you can back up on that ball and get that big hop. That was a little in-betweener. But heck, when your leadoff hitter's 6'1" and he's going into the 7th grade, that's a tough task.
Kai Kea is up as Kong is on base after that single. That's whacked down the right field line. That ball's fair and into the corner. The lead runner Kong's heading for third. He's going to get waved around. Now he gets the stop sign late. Around second though, but no throw back behind the trailing runner Kea. It's a double for Kea, and it is second and third, nobody out.
Both hitters going the other way. Fastball up above the belt. Looked like we thought he might have fouled that off, but keeps it fair down the line. And this Hawaii team is powerful. You're going to see some big kids. They throw up the stop sign at third base. Good base running. You always got to believe you're going to score until the third base coach holds you up.
Special pitch runner. Okay.
Tell you what, this team from Honolulu, they're 1 and 2 hitters. They are big boys, and they can swing it.
Honolulu manager Gerald Oda already going to go to a special pinch runner. Noah De La Cruz is going to run at second for Kea. John goes by his middle name, Noah De La Cruz.
I'm not so sure these Hawaii coaches were downplaying their offense yesterday when we talked to him. He said, we just put the ball in play, hit line drives, hard ground balls and line drives. Good opportunity here in the first.
To the backstop. Here comes the runner for the plate. Kong scores. De La Cruz to third, and not an out recorded yet, and Hawaii has hit the scoreboard already. That on a wild pitch.
Single and a double and a wild pitch. And we talked about Nevada has only played one game here in San Bernardino and how would they handle it early in the game. And I think there's a little sign, maybe a little nervousness. You know, you throw 2 good fastballs down the middle, and the 1 and 2 hitters, pretty good shots off you.
Yamaguchi liner to first. Brady Ballinger. I don't know, did Ballinger make the catch or did catch him? Man, that was a rocket to first, and it's the first out of the game.
I think the ball caught him a little bit. That ball was almost by him, but hey, that's why they put the best athletes over there at first base. Check out real speed. Nothing to it.
You're right, that ball's almost past him. He kind of looked at his glove like, do I have it? Yeah, all right, look the runner back.
Well, I can tell you one thing, if you're facing this Hawaii team, you better keep the ball down in the zone. You start elevating that fastball, and they're going to be able to hit some gaps and ride it out of here.
Cleanup hitter Bruce Boucher for Hawaii. Bruce didn't give us any nicknames, and I said, how in the heck is your nickname not Bobby Boucher?
It's got to be.
From the water boy. Out towards deep short. That's at least going to be a tough play, and it was one that Easton Shelton has to eat. And mom, Christian, dad, Mark. See Bruce Boucher with an RBI.
It's a good at bat with one out and a man on third in the infield back. You have to put that ball in play, and he does just that. Stays hard up the middle. See the runner on third hesitate and then go, and Easton Shelton just can't get it out of his glove. He had the feet set. A few times as an infielder, you go in that glove the first time. If you don't grab it right away with these short bases at 60 feet, it's hard to throw anybody out. It's pretty good situational hitting from Honolulu.
Taylor Nowana steps in. Taylor, the 12-year-old, shortens the bunt. It's in the air. It lands fair. He didn't know where it was. The pitcher picks it up, and Joel Castro able to throw him out at first. And you could tell Nowana, he didn't really have, he thought he had bunted it behind him.
I think he thought he fouled it straight back. Let's take a look. Squares, pretty good effort. Just kind of pushes at it a little bit.
Where'd that thing go? Does advance Boucher down to second. There are 2 outs.
Hey, step in, please.
Tanner Chun is the hitter for Hawaii. Tanner Chun, kind of going old school, likes a little old soul. Boys to Men, his favorite band. Good hack.
Ball coming back to you. Throw that one.
Mom Michael, I should say Dad Michael's a firefighter captain. Mom Terry is a teacher. The Chuns. And hit him. And Tanner Chun saw that off-speed pitch and like, hey, you know, if that hits me, I'll wear that one.
Big job of hanging in there. Gets that front foot down. Look at that, a little elbow guard. And
probably barely felt it.
Just snuck one in there. Throw that elbow out a little bit.
Up and away. This is the starting pitcher tonight for Hawaii, Kaolu Holt.
Good job by Hawaii getting down to that 7th hitter, getting through the lineup the first time through.
Ripped to left field, and that's snagged by Jake Glazer. Couple of hard hit balls, and Nevada's fortunate to get out of there, allowing just the 2 runs. When we come back, we'll meet the team from Las Vegas, Nevada.
I mean Silverado on 3. 1, 2, 3, Silverado. Silverado means Silverado on 3. 1, 2, 3, Silverado.
Hawaii scored 2 in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the half of inning 1 with Nevada coming up. Las Vegas, Nevada. There's a lot we could tell you about Las Vegas, Nevada, but how we cut it down into a nutshell. About 650,000 residents, one of the most visited tourist destinations in the world. Now let's meet the coaches and players from Silverado West Little League, Las Vegas, Nevada.
My name's Frank Abasecchi, manager. Shout out to Nevada.
My name is John Ferry, first base coach. I'd like to throw a shout out to my wife Maria and my 2 daughters, Raina and CJ.
Hi, my name is Nick Rush, coach. Shout out to my grandpa watching over me.
Hi, my name is Brock Steiner. Shout out to my mom and dad.
Hi, my name is Jacob Ferry. Shout out to my grandparents.
Hi, my name is Brady Ballinger. Shout out to my grandma.
Hi, my name is Jake Glazer. Shout out to my model and my dad.
Hi, my name is Oliver Malkanui. Shout out to my friends and family.
Hi, my name is Jack Bidding. Shout out to my dad who's serving in Africa.
Hi, my name is Connor Apasecchi. Shout out to my parents and grandparents.
Hello, my name is Joel Castro. Shout out to my mom and dad.
Hi, my name is Brody Smith. Shout out to my friends and family.
Hi, my name is Easton Shelton. Shout out to my friends and family.
Hi, my name is Kiko Young, and shout out to my mom and dad.
My name is Aaron Del Valle. Shout out to my mom and dad.
When in doubt, just smile.
Outstanding.
Honolulu Holt pitching for Hawaii.
Look at Holt there, 2-pitch pitcher, fastball, curveball. We talked about him in the pregame.
Time! First base!
McRae's Jack Beaning. The hit by pitch to begin the Nevada first.
The coaches love Holt on the mound in this first game. He won both game 1s in the districts and the states in Hawaii. He's a quiet leader, doesn't get rattled, loves the big time spotlight. He's a calming influence on this whole team, and he's a strike thrower. Team goes out and gets you 2 runs. Got to put up a 0 in this first inning and get your offense back in that dugout.
That's the strike on the high outside edge. A ball and a strike for Brady Ballinger.
We talked about the Hawaii offense in the top of the first. A little bit about this Nevada team. They can swing at 22 home runs in districts and states. And we talked to their coaches, and they just shook their head, smiled, and said, we can hit.
Ball.
Frank Appicetti, 45-year-old. His son Connor's on the team. 7-year Little League volunteer, Frank Appicetti. Foul tip into the glove of the catcher Boucher. 1 out.
Another look at Holt. Nice tight windup and just paints that outside corner. Love the way in his windup he gets on that back leg. He gets everything settled and he gathers. One of the keys to pitching is pushing off on that back leg. Watch the drive he gets.
They call Easton Shelton the Beast. Pretty low-keyed, mild-mannered kid off the field. He can do some damage on the field. That's to left field, hit pretty well, but it's going to die shy of the track. And in the mid of the left fielder, Caleb Okada.
I think Easton Shelton would like to have that pitch back. He's got some power. Talked about Nevada's power, 22 home runs in districts and states, and he just missed that pitch. That's a big out, that third hitter with a man on first base.
Jake Glazer, the cleanup hitter. Behind that pitch from Holt.
Holt will get it up there about 68 miles an hour. He'll touch 70 every now and then. Not really overpowering, but really hits his spots. Keeps the ball down.
Jake Glazer heading into the 7th grade at Greenspun Junior High School.
Play.
Now to play right side. Mom Rebecca Greenspun is a teacher. Rebecca, a teacher at Greenspun. Setting up way outside.
Get out there.
Ball.
Watch this Hawaii team play. Very mature. Got a great idea of what they're doing.
Got him to chase. Batter's out as the throw completes it. And that's the end of the first inning. Leadoff hit by pitch, worked around by Holt. 2-0 Hawaii after 1.
One baseball. Just water.
You can get the real stuff, shave ice, in Hawaii, but we've got some good stuff here too, keeping the kids cool. We go to the top of the 2nd in this West Region matchup. Hawaii leading Nevada 2-0. Look at this West Region bracket. These are the teams that are left. Rockland, California represents Northern California. They'll play an elimination game tomorrow against the loser of this game. The winner of this one is in the driver's seat. They move right to the championship game on Saturday, with the winner of that one heading to Williamsport. Here's Honolulu, Hawaii. It's gotten to this point. Beat Arizona and Utah. Yamaguchi has been an offensive force, and Kea on the mound. That is the manager, Gerald Oda.
All right, Hawaii, let's go. Come on, man. Come on.
Right on cue.
Yeah, you talk about some relaxed coaches and some players. What a great group to interview yesterday.
First pitch hacking. That's hit in the air to right center field. Center fielder Jack Beating makes the catch. Caleb Okada retired. 1 pitch, 1 out. Nevada's put the beast on the mound now. Easton Shelton has moved from shortstop to the mound.
Take Castro out with just 16 pitches, so he can come back and throw tomorrow if this game doesn't go as planned for Nevada.
Here's Souza batting. Down low. Favorite team is the Yankees, but he's a Mookie Betts fan.
I don't know about that combo. Better not wear either of those jerseys in the opposing big league ballpark. We talked about it yesterday.
And Alfred. Strike on the outside edge. 71 miles per hour from 46 feet, the equivalent of a 92 mile per hour big league fastball.
Shelton get it up there as a 4-pitch pitcher, fastball, curveball change, and throws a knuckleball. Not too often, but he messes around with one, and the coach has said when he throws it, it's pretty solid. Mainly can match it with that fastball.
So look at the equivalency. Little league pitch from 46 feet to the big leagues. If he hits 77, that's the equivalent of a 100 mile per hour fastball. Back to the mound. And Shelton throws out Souza.
Have to give a shout out to a friend of mine and former big league pitcher Mike Fetters, who is now the bullpen coach with the Arizona Diamondbacks, and coaches under one of my guys, Torey Lavello, that I played ball with in the big leagues, and works with some of these kids from Hawaii. Fetters does a great job. Fet Dog, as they call him. And he just texted me. Yamaguchi is one of the guys that he's worked with from Honolulu, so does a great job giving us time back in Hawaii.
Kong grounds it to third. It's Castro's now over at third base, and that's a quick inning for the Beast. Shelton on the mound. Still 2-0 Hawaii. Nevada coming to bat in the home half for the second, trailing Hawaii 2-0 in this West Region game from San Bernardino.
Right now.
You can catch all the excitement of the Little League World Series, including how to visit Williamsport, scores, stats, highlights, and a lot more. Visit littleleague.org or follow along on social media with hashtag LLWS. Here at San Bernardino, Hawaii scored 2 in the first. Nevada batting.
Time, step out.
5, 6, and 7 hitters coming up.
These boys got to be back behind that post back right there, all the way.
Plate umpire Robert Machado making sure those on the third base side are safely tucked away. Connor Appicetti, who's the coach's son. Going after a first pitch curveball. The name Appicetti can be difficult to pronounce. It has led to a few different nicknames for Connor, including applesauce. but it's pronounced Apisechi. Saw Dad there, and that's whacked to third, but right at Kea. Kyle Kea at third base. So yeah, I didn't have to do much there.
Hey, 1 foot in the box. 1 foot in.
Holt will face the catcher for Nevada, Oliver McAnally. Tip by McAnally.
Said it earlier, but I'm impressed that the game today between Idaho and Montana. Now this game, hitters are coming out swinging, and I love it. Real aggressive early in the count. Not waiting around. I've seen a lot of hard hit balls. Good pitch. That's what Holt does.
Don't go anywhere.
He'll change speeds on you. He keeps the ball down really well, and he just can pick that outside part of the plate. That little curveball. It's almost like a slurve. Not a lot of break. It's got a little flat movement to it. There it is.
Strikes out McAnally, and that's 3 strikeouts for Holt.
See, he's just painting that outside part of the plate. And what you can do as a hitter your next time through the lineup, if you're still out there on the mound, is you can move up on the plate, move closer to the plate, protect that outside part, give up that inside. That's what you want to do as a hitter. You got to pick a side. You got to either look in or out. It's hard to control the whole plate. Got to go up there and have a plan and take away half of the plate and stick to it until you get to 2 strikes.
Joel Castro, who began the game pitching, now at third base. Fanny Kid Griffey Jr. and the Seattle Mariners. Round robin.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Probably see him go outside even more, go down and away again. There you go.
That's the recipe in a quick inning, just 9 pitches for Kaolu Holt.
Still something to be said for location and being able to control your pitches. Speed can be overrated sometimes if you can hit your spots, and that's what he's doing.
Pitch driven to center field, and it's deep, and it is gone. What a start for Chandler Spencer in Texas. Miyahara goes yard. How about that? Japan on top, 5-2. Right field. This may do it. And Japan and Kitasuda have won an unprecedented 4th Little League World Series championship.
So Japan won it all last year. Who's going to win it this year in Williamsport? These are the international teams that are in. The only one still to be determined of the 8 is Canada. That will be decided on Saturday. Well, Hawaii's had very good success when they come out of the West region and go to Williamsport. You go back earlier in the 2000s, West Oahu Little League won it all in 05. Then Waipio Little League won it 3 years later. They came back 2 years later and lost in the championship game.
Well, Hawaii, they take their baseball very seriously, and they're all business about it. They've got a great idea and knowledge of the game. They follow the big leagues. They love their players. And they work hard. These kids play a lot of baseball.
Catcher, Oliver's coming.
Punahou High School, St. Louis High School there in Honolulu have produced big league ball players, big time college players. Good program over there.
They do indeed. That was Dad Sam. That's a strike on the outside corner to his son Kaukea.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3 call on the outside corner. Easton Shelton.
Seeing a little bit different velocity and a little bit different power pitching since Easton has come into this game. I mean, we talked about him earlier, the shortstop, and He's one of the best pitchers on the team. He's probably the best athlete on the team. Started the game as short, but he can throw. He's right over the top and giving this Hawaii team a little bit different look with a little bit more velocity.
Sean Yamaguchi, JT was mentioning earlier, former big leaguer Mike Fetters has been one of the coaches for Sean Yamaguchi. And Mike Fetters now the bullpen coach, the Arizona Diamondbacks. Dad Mike Yamaguchi.
Hopefully he's listening to us.
Foul tip, 1-2. He very well have the app going. Hope he does.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball.
Yamaguchi had a walk-off home run at the bottom of the 7th inning in extras during the state championships this year. Another strikeout. Yeah, things have changed with the beast on the mound for Nevada. Back-to-back strikeouts.
He can throw, and he's got velocity. Another good pitch down and away. I've been impressed with a lot of these pitchers, how they're able to locate the ball down and away. It's the toughest pitch in baseball to hit. If you've got some velocity, you can keep it below the knees and keep it down and away. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Ball.
Upstairs to Bruce Boucher. Scored as reaching on an error in the first inning. Enjoys his Korean barbecue. Says his special talent is cooking breakfast. Says on Sunday a lot of times he'll cook for his family. He said, well, what do you cook? So, well, you know, eggs, sometimes pancakes. It's mom, Christine, dad, Mark.
Then we go over to Hawaii. You got to get the Mocha Loco. A little breakfast. Rice, hamburger patty, gravy, and eggs.
See, Leeds, if you go to Hawaii and don't embrace the food culture there, you're really missing out. Any place that loves spam and has for years, it's all right by me. Huh?
I agree with that.
3-1 pitch to Bruce Boucher. And he walks. That's the first base runner to reach off of Easton Shelton since he came in the game on the mound. A 2-out base runner here in the 3rd for Hawaii.
We talked earlier about how big this game is. A winner of this game will get a bye and then go right to the championship game on Saturday. So I think the coaches for Nevada realize that. So they get Easton Shelton right on that mound. See if they can hold Hawaii in check, score some runs, because they can swing the bats and maybe get to that game on Saturday.
Hunter Nishina
2-6 for 1-1.
going to try to get it done for Bob. He bats in Olana's spot in the 5-hole of the order for Hawaii. Hunter's mom, Amber. That one crossed up. McAnui just in its second is Boucher. There are no leads at this level of Little League. You can't leave the bag until the pitch gets to the hitter.
Great job of base running. Like you said, he can't leave the bag, but he sees it get away. Aggressive, putting pressure on the defense, and gets into scoring position. Anytime you can pick up 60 feet and get into scoring position, it's huge in this format.
Outside to Nishini, who's heading into the 7th grade at Honolulu School.
Seen a big strike zone tonight. Robert Machado calling balls and strikes. He's calling strikes. You know that as a hitter, get up there and get aggressive. That thing's near the plate. You take a swing at it.
Right down central there from Shelton. Nishina's dream job is to be an entrepreneur, so that leaves the door wide open. He wants to be the boss and create it. Boucher's at second. 2 outs. Hawaii scored 2 in the first. They lead this game.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Top of the third. 3-2 pitch. Fastball missed low, and that's back-to-back walks issued by Easton Shelton.
A little visit on the mound. Just give him a little break. He was working hard. He was pumping fastballs and pumping strikes. Kind of lost to the last 2 hitters. He's got the velocity to just live on that outside part of the plate. And we'll listen to the head coach.
Relax. Hey, trust your defense. 2 outs, right? Hey, any base, right? Any base? All right, let's go right here. Come on.
Frank Appicetti. He's kind of giving his pitcher a little breather there to collect himself. Refocus. He's thrown 20 pitches in this inning. After throwing just 9 pitches in his first inning of work. 5 straight first pitch balls to the last 5 hitters, so he's falling behind each of them.
Firm believer, and anytime that manager goes out to that mound, if you're a hitter,
11 re-injury.
Aggressive right here with that first pitch. Probably going to see a fastball. Talked about it earlier in the first game. If they had stats for that, I bet it's about 95% of the time. Especially with guys in scoring position. Manager makes a trip, be ready to hit right here.
Tanner Chun was hit by a pitch in the first inning.
There you go.
After that first pitch, like you said, fouls it back in the crowd.
Smart hitting.
That is the president and CEO of Little League, Steve Keener.
There you go, Rick.
Selling some cold treats. We had a chance to visit with Mr. Keener in our earlier game today. He's going to head up to over to Indianapolis tomorrow for the Great Lakes and Midwest Regionals going on there. You got the guy who runs Little League in the stands selling some popsicles.
I love the ice cream cam right there. Into that cart. There you go. Tape down. Say what he does it all, doesn't he?
So many choices. How about the ice cream sandwich? On the ground at third. Castro steps on the bag for the force out to end the inning. Get your ice cream here. Hey, I'm only the CEO. Welcome back to the Little League World Series on ESPN, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. San Bernardino, CEO and president of Little League, Stephen Keener, tossing out some freebies to some of the crowd. 2-0 Hawaii leading. They've gotten great pitching from Kaolu Holtz as well.
4 strikeouts on the night, all swinging. And when you watch some of these strikeouts, notice that the ball is not really in the hitting zone. He's feeding off Nevada's aggressiveness. If I'm Nevada's coaches and manager, I tell my team to let's get him back in the zone. Let's go up and take some pitches because they're swinging the balls out of the zone. Go up there and take and prove, make him prove to you that he can get that ball in that hitting zone before you start swinging. Let's take a few pitches.
Well, outside to Aaron Del Valle. The 8, 9, and 1 batters are up for Las Vegas, Nevada. Enjoys the Rookie of the Year movie. He always plays with the socks up. See the high socks? He likes those. Going old school. Left it over the plate, and it's hit past the third baseman Kay and down the line and left. Caleb Okada makes a strong throw back in. It's a single for Del Valle in the first hit of the game for Nevada.
Good swing in the bat here. Gets it right on the barrel, gets a foot up, and gets it down, and just throws those hands on him. Ball's hit hard and just by the third baseman.
It ends a string of 6 in a row set down by Olu Holt. Here's one up high to Jacob Ferry. Favorite book, Laugh Out Loud. His favorite singer, though, is Bob Marley. He is 4 feet 8 inches tall. Says he embraces his role. They say small stature, but huge heart.
Don't be fooled by the size. This guy can play. He's a great second base. He's going to make you throw strikes.
That's been consistently called a strike by Robert Machado, our plate umpire. Stuff that outside corner.
2 balls, 1 strike.
They called again, 2-2.
Yeah, he's got some width on that zone. You know that as a hitter. There you go. Jacob Ferry just moved right up on the plate. It's a smart move. That's where Holt's throwing most of his strikes are down and away. Look out there.
Up a little bit to Jake the Snake, Jacob Ferry. Maria, 4th grade teacher. It's the first 3-ball count of the game for Holt. He comes back and gets the strikeout. One time through the order, Holt has fanned 5.
5 strikeouts, all swinging. Look at the windup. Said gets good pitch, good arm action. Gets on top of that ball. Love the way he gathers himself. He gets on that back leg. He turns that front shoulder in and down, and then goes.
Check swing. It's appealed. First base umpire Ralph Metz says Jack Beating did not offer at him. We saw that Jack Beating's one of his favorite athletes, Bo Jackson. I'm sure he's too young to remember Bo, but he obviously has seen the tape. Those of us who were fortunate enough, JT, to see him in person know maybe one of the best athletes ever.
Had a chance to play with him in 1996 with the California Angels. Came over there for a year, and that was after his hip surgery. And I tell you what, he could still do a lot of things that other people couldn't.
Beating out in front, 1-2. Mom Kim, brother Will, sister Faith. Wish that Dad John was here. Dad John is in the U.S. Air Force right now, deployed in Africa. Batter is out. Lead runner Cannon trying to advance and does so. Del Valle advances. What is a strikeout of Beating? First base was occupied, so the batter's out.
Batter's out.
He's out.
He's out right there, but a nice job of picking up 60 feet. Del Valle with a heads-up base running.
Well, the umpires are going to meet here, and I think it's an easy call right here. I mean,
should be
the
out.
runner can try to advance, but the hitter is out because first base was occupied at the time of the pitch. Will they quickly sort that out?
Another strikeout swinging from Holt on a ball down in the way. And as hitters in an offense, you got to do your homework. You got to talk amongst yourself in the dugout. This second time through the lineup, make an adjustment.
Ball.
1-1 to Brady Ballinger. Brady Ballinger's had a couple of ex-big leaguers help him in his development. Former big leaguer Aaron Rowan one of his coaches at one time, and then former big league pitcher Dave Risky as well. 2-1. Dad Patrick, who was a director for the Boy Scouts of America.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Get back, get back.
Through the hole and into right field. Allinger has a base hit. Stopping at third. Del Valle, and it's 1st and 3rd, and here comes Nevada with their best scoring chance of the game with 2 outs.
That's a great at-bat with 2 outs. You always pride yourself on 2-out hitting, especially with guys in scoring positions, but just hit it too hard. The runner on second base to score. Well, hanging curveball right down the middle. He just shoots this thing on the line right through the infield. Nice job by Tanner Chun coming up and hitting the cutoff man.
Well, Nevada has the guy they want at the plate right now. 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. Ball 1 to Easton Shelton. Fly to left, fairly deep left in his first at bat.
Yeah, be careful here with him hitting in this situation.
Pitching carefully, 2-0. Easton heading into 7th grade at Tarkanian Middle School in Las Vegas. Mom Lisa is here. I guess there is a Tarkanian Middle School named after the former UNLV head coach Jerry and his wife Lois.
Fine.
Quick visit. Matea to Holt.
Nevada gets right back in this game with 1 swing of the batter. Shelton can work a walk and load the bases.
3 balls, no strikes.
You know, the worst thing in the world wouldn't be a walk for Hawaii here, I don't think. Let somebody else beat you. Now the ball gets away, and Del Valle is going to score. Well, they definitely were careful to Shelton, but ball 4 got past the catcher Boucher, and Nevada has a run to make it 2-1. A wild pitch scores Del Valle.
Yeah, ball 4 and a wild pitch. Just pulls across his body, goes in the dirt. Heads up base run by Del Valle at third base. Nevada picks up a run right back in this game. A little bit of a mental mistake there by Hawaii. It's so important in these games not to give the other team free runs.
Did you grant time to him though? Did he just walk out or did you grant time?
Yeah, that's right. So stay line up yourself up, God, because you're missing everything off the plate, 2 off the plate now. You're doing all right. Don't worry about the situation. You get all these guys backing you up, all right? Okay, let's go. Let's go, guys. Come on. Hey, this guy, hey, Taylor, it's up the middle. Watch out, huh? Some pitch middle.
Gerald Oda, the manager, has his say with his team. I don't know if you can notice the back of the jerseys for Hawaii. It doesn't have their last names. We greater than me.
Yeah, I love it.
That's cool.
That is very cool.
Cleanup hitter Jake Glazer. Actually, this is Koa Young. He's going to bat in his spot here. The first player off the bench for the bat for Nevada.
Ball.
Nice sliding stop by Boucher.
You can see that Holtz lost his release point a little bit after that last pitch, a little frustration. To keep those emotions in check. Don't show them to the other team. Get back to throwing that fastball down and away. Nice job by the Nevada hitters the second time through the lineup, making some adjustments.
Mom Lilas. Boucher out to the mound. 3-0.
Blue box, please.
He had a 9-pitch second inning. Doesn't get much better than that. This is going to be his 25th pitch of the third. And of his 24 pitches he's thrown in this inning, 14 have been balls. There you go.
See him looking over the dugout before that last pitch, and a couple of the coaches are shouting out about his body language and his emotions. Got to keep him in check.
Full count with 2 outs.
Hard at this age, though. We've all been there. Trying your hardest out there, trying to do your best.
These are still 12-year-olds.
They are 12. They're not big leaguers. Starts going sideways a little bit, and it's all a learning process.
3-2 pitch, and the bases are loaded with a walk. Hollinger's at third, Shelton at second.
Well, we always talk about in baseball, the one thing that can get you back into games is walks and some mental errors. We've seen a couple walks this inning, a pass ball to allow a run. Rely on that defense behind you. You got 7 guys behind you. Keep the ball down in the zone. Let your team help you.
Glad you could join us from Al Houghton Stadium, San Bernardino, California. Along with former big league first baseman J.T. Snow, I'm Mark Neely. Hawaii leading this West Region game 2-1 over Nevada, bottom of the third, but Nevada has the bases loaded, 2 outs. A 1-0 to Connor Appicetti. Connor torched the ball his first time up, but lined out to the third baseman Alcalcaya. Connor's mom, Erin,
most nervous person in the ballpark right now is mom.
Dad Frank is the team manager, coach at third. That's the location that Holt was having success with.
That's what he's had early in the game, and that's why he's had 6 strikeouts all swinging. Keeps picking that outside part of the plate. You got a pitcher to play with. Even though the bases are loaded, you got a couple pitches to play with. Be wise to go back out there again. Keep it down in the zone. There you go. Good try.
He's over 30 pitches for the inning.
If you're a hitter in this situation, just take a deep breath and relax. Trust your hands. Try and see that baseball early and put a good swing on it.
Tap towards third, just foul.
Foul!
We'll do it again. Connor Appicetti, the batter for Nevada. And his dad's the manager. But Connor Appicetti, one of his hitting coaches has been Mike Bryant. Now, Mike Bryant is the father of Chris Bryant of the Chicago Cubs, who's from Las Vegas. So Chris Bryant's dad has been one of Connor's hitting coaches. Check swing, it's appealed. Did not go, and it's a full count. A little sigh of relief from mom.
Let's take a look from the side.
Very close, but I think he held up, huh?
3 balls, 2 strikes.
All the runners will be off. 3-2 pitch. Perfect pitch from Holt, and he strikes him out looking. The breaking ball ends the frame, and Nevada settles for just 1. And a pat on the shoulder from manager Gerald Oda to Paola Holtz.
Take another look at the 3-2 pitch from Holt. Goes that curveball, picks that inside part of the plate. 7 strikeouts, 6 swinging. That's the first one looking.
All the fun in Williamsport gets underway August 16th. The ESPN networks. Some of the storylines leading to Williamsport. 2 U.S. teams have punched their ticket. They are Houston, Texas, and Peachtree City, Georgia. Saturday is going to be a big day as the final 6 U.S. spots will be determined, as will the final international member, that being Canada. That will be on Saturday.
1-for-1-4. Thank you. 1-for-1-4.
So off we go into the top of the 4th inning. Hawaii leading Nevada 2-1. The winner of this game moves to the West Region Championship on Saturday. The loser plays an elimination game against Northern California tomorrow. Something new in Little League this year as we get to the top of the 4th. The Little League staff here, the umpires, talk to each team and the managers to make sure they're complying with mandatory play, to make sure they're moving in that direction. Noah De La Cruz batting. Well, the Las Vegas team, Nevada has 12 players. So each player has to play 6 consecutive defensive outs and bat once. Hawaii has 14 players to meet mandatory play. They just have to bat once. De La Cruz is a Steeler fan. Because his dad likes the Steelers. De La Cruz, the second player to come off the bench for Hawaii to satisfy mandatory play. Struck well to straightaway center field. Buning back to the edge of the track to haul it in straightaway center. One loud out in the Hawaii 4th.
Thought when he hit it, it had a chance. Thought it might have a chance for a big fly. Not a lot of wind, pretty dead right now. We see it earlier in the game was blown out to left field. That's a prevailing wind here in San Bernardino. Blows out to left. We've seen this game take on a different look since Easton Shelton's come on the mound. He's really shut this Honolulu team down. Now becomes a 3-inning game with that out. Hawaii with 8 outs left. Nevada still has 9 outs. You shrink the game down. Good ball game so far. 2-1, only 4 hits. There has been 1 error.
First at bat for Chandler Murray as he comes off the Hawaii bench and takes in the dirt.
Are you all right? Got you good? Good?
Chandler Murray, one of his special talents, cooking. In fact, his coach told us when we were chatting with him yesterday, said you wouldn't believe it. I saw him watching his tablet, and he was watching cooking videos in the dorm here.
That was great.
Full foul.
Coach said, I knew he liked to cook, but I didn't really like to watch all the cooking shows on his free time in the dorms here.
Yeah, this is one of the regionals where the players stay on site. They have dorms here. This facility's been around since the 60s. A lot of Little League histories taking place on this field. 2-2. Nice wide shot at the stadium. We've seen crowds of 10,000 plus here.
That'll be a big crowd on Saturday night. It usually is for that West Final. Saturday night at 6 p.m. This place will be packed.
That's whacked towards center field. Beaning chasing it, and it sneaks out. A line drive home run. Chandler Murray off the bench for Hawaii.
Great day, great day, great day.
Honolulu has that 2-run lead back.
How about that? A pinch hit, big fly. Sitting around for an hour, grab a bat, and go up and take him deep. This is a great swing of the bat. This is a line drive fastball that runs in on the barrel. Great swing, short, quick, bam, head down on the ball. That's the way you teach it. Talked about no wind blowing out, and now this thing just rides out here on the line, right over the Chick-fil-A sign. A huge swing of the bat for this Hawaii team. And he wears a great number. You caught that?
Oh, you like that? Number 6?
That number 6. don't know about you, but I think that ball was getting out when it was first hit. I thought it might be off the wall or in the gap.
Yeah, I didn't think it was getting out either. Would have had enough to scoot out.
Okay, let's go.
On the line for Chandler Murray.
That is awesome. He will remember that the rest of his life.
Absolutely.
And every time he tells a story, it'll be, next time he tells it, it'll be over the camera, over the cranes in center field. Might be a line drive.
Off the bench now for Hawaii is Zach Wan.
It's a big hit. Easton Shelton is shutting down this Honolulu team.
First run he's given up since taking over on the mound.
Now the game had taken a different feel since he came in the game in the second inning.
Zach gets a chopper out to short. Appicetti stretched down the line by Young. They get the out. Here's the home run.
Watch the fastball run right back into the barrel. Running hard out of the box. Just make sure you hit all the bases. It's great stuff.
Lifetime memory.
Great
Chandler
stuff.
Murray.
1-6 for 1-3.
Well, Hawaii's going to take care of mandatory play in this inning because they're going to bring another hitter off the bench. And they do have the souvenir baseball for Chandler Murray. Give that to the family.
Batter.
You need to give that to Chandler's mom, Evelyn.
Home run ball.
Home run ball, yes it is. It's television, you can move. It's not a still photo. It's back towards short. Appicetti, a little issue.
You could tell, I know what Appicetti's going through because the ball's not hit that hard off the bat, and he comes to get it. He's thinking, I got to get it and transfer it as quick as I can. Sometimes you just don't secure it, not hit that hard. See, he kind of takes a hop and gets up into his chest, and then he can't corral it. Not a lot of time here with 60-foot bases. You got to field everything cleanly and get the ball on its way.
So Corey Chu satisfies his mandatory play. He hit for Mana Lau Kong, who comes in the game as a special pinch runner, coming back into the slot he vacated. Kyle Kea. Check swing, did he go? Answer no. Kea heading into the 7th grade at Kamehameha Schools. He doubled to right in his first at bat. That's Sam.
You watch Kea at the plate. I love the way he stands. He just looks hitterish with the bat. Got a little movement in his hands. Been over a little bit, getting a good look at the baseball. You're ready to attack.
3-0 count on Kea.
See if they turn him loose and give him the green light.
3 balls, no strikes.
Doubled in the first and struck out in the third.
He takes ball 4. Kea will take his base.
Now Shelton's feeling a little bit. He's pitching good though. You just got to take a deep breath and get back to that rhythm, get back in that zone. Gave up a home run, came back and got a couple ground balls. And just walk a guy.
You got Sean Yamaguchi coming up for Hawaii, so Shelton and Nevada have to be really careful here. One bad pitch could blow this game wide open. Yamaguchi's power. 0 for 2 tonight. He's hit a hard liner to first and struck out. I think Hawaii wanted to use
Gotta love it. Stay over.
Hawaii wanted a
2 outs! 2 outs! Play!
special pinch runner, but couldn't.
It's a pretty good pitch right there. It's tough when you're throwing strikes and you think you're throwing strikes are not going your way. Just got to stay after and keep with it.
Up the middle, that ball's through for a base hit. Kong waved around third, a throw coming in. A little bit offline and a run scores, and Hawaii increases the lead to 4-1. An RBI for Yamaguchi in the second run of the inning.
Time.
Yamaguchi can hit. He lined out in the first inning. Struck out, but he's aggressive and he can hit. That ball explodes off his bat. Look at the look on his face. He fires those hands. Takes that ball right back through the middle.
Go, man, let's go!
2 outs, runner hustling in. Coach Wayland.
Yamaguchi's a fun kid. Yeah, a little wink for us, and a little Pedro right there, Martinez, with the pointing at us. Lead-up hitter, Bruce Boucher.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've seen a lot of teams playing. You're not going to find a team all throughout Little League in any region that has more fun playing the game than Hawaii does. And kind of their culture and their spirit, but they love playing the game, and it shows.
It's down the right field side and caught. Good play. Well read by Young, who makes the play to end the inning. But they get a couple of runs, including a long one off the bench from Chandler Murray.
Fastball in, and Murray rides it out of here. Great looking swing from the side. Hawaii leads 4-1.
Honolulu Little League of Hawaii leading Silverado West Little League of Las Vegas, Nevada. 4-1 as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Hawaii a 2 spot in the first, another crooked number in the top of this fourth. Nevada picked up their run in the third. Winner of this game heads to the West Region Championship on Saturday with the right to go to Williamsport. The loser plays tomorrow, an elimination game against Northern California. Here's a look at our Honda game summary.
The loser of this game is going to have their hands full with a very good team from Northern California out of Rockland. Knocked off the Chula Vista team from Southern California last night.
That no doubt has been the big surprise, is the early knockout of a Southern California team. I can't remember that this early ever. They're normally one of the powerhouses, no doubt about it.
Yeah, good. Trying to shoot. We're good. I got a good
So
cut.
SoCal is out.
Titanium.
NorCal is still in. They'll play tomorrow. In fact, Northern California knocked out Southern California last night.
Good squad, as I was saying, from Northern Cal out of Rockland. They're just past Sacramento.
Hopefully we'll see a lot of those folks come down to this neck of the woods for that game tomorrow night. 1-2 pitch.
Might be making a track down I-5 right now. Let the traffic clear, jump on I-5.
Oliver Makanui. 2 fans. One gone. You can catch all the excitement of the Little League World Series, including how to visit Williamsport, pick up scores, stats, highlights, and more. Visit littleleague.org, where you can follow along on social media with hashtag LLWS.
About 8 strikeouts through 3 1/3. Not too bad.
Not bad at all.
Wow. If I'm Nevada down 4-1, I might be thinking about taking a strike with my hitters. Seen him chase a lot of pitches, and Holt has had that pitch down and away. Home plate umpire's calling it, so why not stay with it? Just so impressed at his ability to hit his spots, the control that he's shown. You know, 8 strikeouts, it just goes to prove you don't have to be overpowering to strike guys out. If you can hit your spots, keep the ball down, change speeds a little bit, you can do it. I don't care what, that can happen at any level. Little league, high school, college, professional baseball. You get so caught up in the radar gun, but still got to be able to pitch.
Holt's been hitting that spot and getting that call most of the night. This is Joel Castro, who was the starting pitcher through 1 inning for Nevada. Back-to-back strikeouts. That's 3 in a row for Kaolu Holt.
Yeah, he's back on track. Had a little wobble in the 3rd inning with his control, but the reason that hitters are swinging at that is because his arm angle, and it looks like a strike coming out of his hand. And you watch how he's a high 3/4 release point, and it looks like a strike, but then just runs off the plate. It also helps when the home plate umpire's calling. There's a line. Pretty good. 3 2/3, 9 strikeouts, only 2 walks. Looks like he's gotten back in that rhythm, which he had in the first few innings.
It's a strike to Brock Snyder. They call him Big Daddy Brock. He comes from an interesting family. His grandfather, George Snyder, raced in 22 consecutive Indy 500s. From 1965 to 1987. And hey, he's kind of old school. He likes the journey.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's a good man.
Strike 3 call dealing at the bottom of the knees, and Holt strikes out the side and makes quick work in Nevada in the 4th. 4-1 Hawaii. Well, back here in San Bernardino, a little bit east of Los Angeles. Let's take a look at what's up tomorrow. Big day on ESPN. We'll have the Northwest and West regions from here. But a lot of great Little League baseball coming up tomorrow on ESPN. Only on the ESPN networks. What's going on with that hat? What was that? Was that a hamburger?
A little cheeseburger. A cheeseburger head, a hot dog head.
Somebody's got a funnel cake too, so
that'll get you on TV.
Oh, ooh. Yeah. And surprisingly, no calories in that.
2-6 for 1-1.
A little extra cream on that, please.
Thank you.
That's our burger.
Frank, 2-6 for 1-1.
This game moving to the top of the 5th. It's a 6-inning game. Hawaii has the 5, 6, and 7 part of their order coming up. Hunter Nishina. He came up in the 3rd, and in that plate appearance he walked. Pulled foul. And
hello.
First base coach Willis Cato had to jump out of the way. Willis played here in San Bernardino in 1997.
Coming to you.
'97. That's a while ago. He's showing it. He's holding his age well. Still a young guy. One of the coaches for Gerald Oda, and Gerald Oda's twin brother Keith Oda is the 3rd coach for Hawaii.
Talking to them before the game.
There's his twin brother Keith.
They've been doing this for 20 years. They've been volunteering as Little League coaches there in Honolulu.
got to be completely out. You can step on the plate if you're stepping on the line.
Something that's a bit unusual on this Honolulu, Hawaii team.
Come on, bud.
None of the coaches have a kid on the team. That's pretty rare.
Yep.
No balls, 2 strikes. Play.
Willis Cato, now a 12-year Little League volunteer. Saw Gerald Oda. Volunteered for 25 years. Nishini, high throw. Skips into right field, and Nishini off to the races. He's down to second base. Nishina's on to begin the 5th. So strikeout throwing arrow allows him to reach.
Just got to take your time, make sure you get on the outside, wait for that first baseman, and it just gets under the ball. Got to make sure you get on top when you throw. Get on top of that ball and give that first baseman a chest-high throw. That's also why you run hard on a drop third strike. You get down that line and put pressure on the defense, and you saw what happened.
Taylor Oana comes back into that spot of the order. Gives a little smile. He re-enters.
Taylor might have the best cleats in the San Bernardino Regional.
Oh, the orange cleats.
Shot of those. I mean, those are awesome.
If somehow it went completely dark in here, we'd still be able to see those shoes. Out towards third, foul.
Nope, throw it back.
You got to be fast if you wear cleats like that, don't you?
Yeah, if you're going to go flashy, you got to be flashy.
You got to be able to run.
Those are bright, even the laces.
It's all about the swag nowadays. Those are sweet.
Tanner Chun squares. Nice pickup there. Makanui, the catcher. I've not read Mind Gym, but I have listened to Tanner Chun's favorite artist, and that is Bob Marley. Dad Michael is a captain of a firefighting unit here in Honolulu, and Terry is her mother. She's a teacher. Sisters Kiara and Michaela did not make the trip. But as far as they have to come, the Hawaiians travel well.
They do. Tip of the cap. Not easy to get over here. And take a look at their side behind the stands behind their dugout, and it's packed.
Is this still there?
They have some fun.
Okay.
Nick Rush, who handles some of the pitching for Nevada, who's come out. Hawaii's led since scoring 2 runs in the first. They're up 4-1 top of the 5th. Nick Rush, who played for Silverado Little League back in his days, just 21 years old. Coaching varsity baseball now at Liberty High School in Vegas. Just trying to restabilize the beast out there, Shelton on the mound, who has pitched well all in all for them. Ripped out to left center field. Coming in, and the catch made by Smith. 1 out. Sports Center tonight after the Little League Series West semifinal here. Kevin Connor, Zubin Mahinte standing by. Full recaps. What Baker Mayfield, Saquon Barkley up to with the NFL exhibition season getting underway. Also the latest on Deshaun Watson and Ryan Tannehill. And of course the top plays from the Little League World Series. Sports Center 11 Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app. Also something I'm sure you'll hear about is Mookie Betts of the Red Sox hit his first career cycle.
It's a pretty good team in Boston. If you haven't been following, check them out. Watch them play a few games. Happy for Alex Cora. I had a chance to play with Alex I was in Boston for half season, and he was there, and we used to ride to the ballpark together every day. Lived in the same apartment complex. Really, really good baseball mind, Alex Cora.
He's living a pretty nice life. Got a World Series ring last year, and now he's managing the best team in baseball, huh?
It can't be that easy.
And he left our network at one point. It was great having him as a colleague during that time. Well, here's Holt. Done such a nice job pitching for Hawaii tonight. His dad, Kapui. How about that card, huh?
It's pretty sweet. It's a tough pitch. I think Hawaii's been getting that call most of the night. You can see Nevada not getting it. And Easton Shelton got a little frustrated. He's done a nice job. He's held it together. A little hiccup in the 4th inning, but he's pitched well. He's got to bear down right here and get these last 2 outs this inning and give his team a chance in the 5th and the 6th. Just 6 outs to go.
That's his line so far tonight pitching. He's 71 pitches. Here's the 8th pitch of this at bat. Backing out of play.
One of the things I've noticed with these Hawaii hitters, and you watch them come to the plate, they all hold their bat. It must be something they teach relatively flat, and I think that's a good thing at this age when you're still developing power and strength, because you're able to take a nice flat swing even though he strikes out there. But watch a lot of these Hawaii hitters, very flat bat right off their shoulder, and it gives them a chance to have a nice flat swing through the zone. And when you have that swing through the zone, and that bat can stay in the zone a long time, not that it's a long swing, but it stays in that bat, your chances for squaring that ball up go up. So I think it's something that they teach, and they're having success with it.
Chandler Murray gets another chance to bat. He came off the bench in the 4th and hit one out.
6 for 9-9.
Clear your head, huh? Whatever happens, happens. Focus right there. You can do it. Huh? Trust yourself. Come on.
Murray hit a line drive over the fence in left center field back in the 4th inning. They're able to find that home run ball for him, give it to the family for a lifetime souvenir. Paint on the outside corner from Easton Shelton, strike 1. Dad Patrick. Dad is an orthopedic surgeon, so Chandler's dream job right now is to follow in his dad's footsteps and also be an orthopedic surgeon. And the good news for Mom Evelyn, who had been battling cancer, doing well. She was here for a while, has gone back. The diagnosis has been good, so we're happy to hear that.
Close. See Chandler Murray, another Hawaii hitter with a very flat bat. Like I said, at this stage in their careers, not fully developed. Easier to throw the hands and have a flat swing with that flat bat.
Full count with 2 outs on Chandler Murray.
What I mean by flat, it's just the way he's holding it over his shoulder. It's not up and down, it's not perpendicular, it's flat. See his hands, it's flat right over his shoulder.
And he earns the 2-out walk, and 2 are on for Hawaii. Like the shirt, like the lid, Dad. Nice look. Very Hawaiian.
Life is good.
Yes, it is. The Aloha spirit. The son's got a home run. No run for him at first. Caleb Okada will re-enter into that spot. So Okada returns back into that 8th spot in the batting order, running for Murray.
Easton Shelton up to 77 pitches now. He can go 85, but you got to sit 4 days, so you might just run him out. See what happens if he can get this hitter and get out of this inning.
Souza is the batter. Took a hack at the first pitch out to the second baseman Snyder. 2 in the inning. This game will head to the bottom of the 5th with Hawaii up by 3.
The Little League World Series on ESPN is presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's.
4-1 Hawaii on top of Nevada in this West Region matchup from San Bernardino, California. Coming up this Sunday Night Baseball presented by Taco Bell. The Nationals and Vegas resident Bryce Harper taking on the Cubs in the final game of that 3-game series at Wrigley. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern on ESPN with Baseball Tonight's Sunday Night Countdown, and it also streams live on the ESPN app. Silverado West Little League from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Cleaning the plate.
Speaking of guys from Vegas, Chris Bryant from Las Vegas played his Little League there. And of course, after some time at the University of San Diego collegiately in the big leagues with the Cubs.
Well, if you're Nevada, you got 6 outs left. You got to go up, make sure you give every at bat count. Maybe take a strike here this late in the game. It's been a tough call with Holt. 10 strikeouts on the night, 8 swinging and 2 looking. A Ted Williams fan.
Yeah, Brody Smith here batting for the first, or 0 for 1, batting to lead off. He's a Ted Williams fan, Brody is, but he's a Yankees fan. I'm not sure how you meld all that together, huh?
Keep that quiet.
Mom Debbie, who's an elementary school teacher. Dad Scott.
I asked him yesterday in our interview if he'd read the Ted Williams book, The Science of Hitting. He said he hadn't. I said, pick that up someday and give it a read. It's a great book.
Still relevant today.
Never goes, well, like you said, super relevant. Never goes out of style.
You won't find any commentary on exit velocity or
1 ball, 2 strikes.
those kind of things, but still worth a read if you want to pick up some hitting tips. 1 out. 11th strikeout for Kaolu Holt. Winner of this game tonight moves right into that Saturday game for the West Championship at 9 Eastern on ESPN, 6 Pacific. The loser plays Northern California, Rockland, California tomorrow at the same time, 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern here on ESPN. Top of the order for Nevada, Jack Beening. I think
old school, no gloves, love it.
Yeah.
See Jack, no gloves.
2 strikes, boys.
I'll tell you what, Holt had a little stumble middle of the game, but boy, he has refound his groove. He struck out the last 6 batters in a row.
There's that curveball again. He's been dealing that all night long. He's picked up his tempo and his rhythm. He kind of struggled with it there in the 3rd inning. Kind of got out of whack, but just picked it back up and
12 strikeouts. Strike 1.
A lot of times when you see a pitcher dealing, you got to give credit to the catcher also. They go unnoticed a lot of the times, but Boucher behind the plate is putting down the number and he's setting the target, and Holt is just hitting it. Gives him a nice big target. Really gives that umpire a good view of the baseball coming through the strike zone.
10 of the 12 strikeouts for Holt have been swinging strike 3s. Freddie Bollinger fouls it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But up to 81 pitches now for Holt, so he's nearing that 85 mark, which is the pitch limit, though he can exceed that to complete a batter.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Play.
You know, this is a pretty dominant performance by Holt, and this Nevada team can hit. We talked to the coaches and the players yesterday. Very confident group of young guys. They've only played 1 game here so far, so haven't really got into any kind of rhythm. But you know, every now and then you just run into a buzzsaw. I've been there before, and just tip your cap to the pitcher on some nights.
Golfed out to short. Oana gets the throw there in time. They go down in order. That's 7 in a row set down by Kaolu Holtz. 4-1 Hawaii after 5. Back in San Bernardino, and Kaolu Holtz has been dominating on the mound for Hawaii.
12 strikeouts, 10 swinging, 2 looking. He's had that curveball working. It's more like a little slurve on that outside part of the plate to the right-handed hitters. Been dialed in all night. Had a little bit of a road bump there in the 3rd inning, but got right back on track. You mainly see him striking those guys out with that curveball, and that's his pitch. Sets it up with the fastball.
That's the home run hit by Hawaii's Chandler Murray. One of their big hits tonight has given them a 4-run lead, but that pitching of Holt on the mound has been a big story as well for Honolulu Little League.
Pinch hit home run.
Brady Bollinger, lefty, now the new pitcher for Nevada as we go to the top of the 6th. And the top of the order is up for Hawaii with Manalau Kong.
Ball. That's real left side, huh?
Whacked up the middle, little base hit for Kong. Well, when we are finished here in San Bernardino, Sports Center will immediately follow. That's coming up next. This West Regional between Hawaii and Nevada, and it is a 6-inning game in the top of the 6th. So Hawaii knows they're going to take at least a 3-run lead to the bottom of the inning. With a chance to win it.
Holtz at 83 pitches. He can go one more batter to hit the 85 mark, and then he'll have to come out if he does go back out.
Kaukea in the dirt. That advances Kong with no throw. A wild pitch.
So what, these first 2 hitters for Hawaii are about as intimidating as I've seen in Little League. That old theory about getting your best hitters at the top of the order. Hit them 1 and 2 so they get the most at-bats during a game.
Golf towards third. Tough pickup. Did he get him at first? He did. Really nice play.
A great play.
Castro over at third.
Really good job of reading the ball off the bat. Anytime you see chop, you come get it. Especially at third. You see high chop, you come get it. Fields it on the short hop, goes through. Nice little transfer, play it first. Got him.
Kong does advance 60 feet over to third, but a really nice play with Joel Castro, who was the starting pitcher tonight for Nevada.
Talked earlier about the 60-foot bases, that things happen so quick in Little League. As an infielder, your first reaction and mindset has got to be to come get the ball, because if you wait back on it, guys are going to
get through.
Beat it out to first. So a lot of good infield play in these first 2 games.
You better than.
Big run right here on third base. Less than 2 outs. You have to pride yourself up as a hitter to pick these guys up on third with less than 2 outs.
With Sean Yamaguchi to chase another one down. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good job of pitching right there. You know Yamaguchi's an aggressive hitter. How do you attack an aggressive hitter? You change speeds and you slow it down. Throw that changeup.
But that kicks away, and here comes the 5th run of the game for Hawaii as Kong crosses the plate. Wild pitch scores the 5th run of the game for Hawaii to make it a 4-run game.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball.
Full count. Two pitch down low, and Noguchi, who singled in a run his last time on base again. So his grandparents are here. Cleanup hitter Bruce Boucher.
He's done a great job behind the plate tonight. Part of those 12 strikeouts. Got to credit that catcher, like I was saying last inning. Done an amazing job back there.
Pops that up out in the shallow center field. The shortstop backs up on it. Run down for the 2nd out. And Easton Shelton back there at short now.
Coaches talk about Bollinger for Nevada and said he's a kid that's always smiling. He's a huge motivator on this team. He's always picking up other kids, and you can tell on the mound, it's a really good disposition. Very positive, one of the most positive kids on the team. In the dugout, on the field, play wherever you put him. Love to hear coaches talk about that, about kids at this stage and at this age.
He's a John Lester and a Chicago Cubs fan, Brady is. He says he's seen a game at Fenway, but has not seen one at Wrigley. So that's next up on his list. We'll see a game at Wrigley Field.
Got to go to Wrigley.
All right, back over here. It's okay to get it.
Sheena's re-entering the game, so he's coming up to bat here. Also going to run at first. Yamaguchi with De La Cruz.
Better.
2 outs in the Hawaii 6th. They have added on here in the inning.
Play.
We're looking ahead to the bottom of the 6th. Nevada has the 3, 4, and 5 hitters up. So Easton Shelton to lead off. And they know that the starter for Hawaii, Holt, who's been so dominating, only has a handful of pitches left before they're going to get into the bullpen. 0-2. I guess if you're Nevada, JT, you have to hope you get to that pin pretty quickly, and whoever replaces Holt is not as effective as Holt has been all night tonight.
You never know.
That strike 3 call ends the inning. Hawaii adds on with a run. Last chance coming up for Las Vegas, Nevada. Hawaii 5, Nevada 1. Welcome back to the Little League World Series on ESPN, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Little League would like to extend its appreciation to its official sponsors like Musco Lighting, Russell Athletic. They help maintain the strength and leadership of the Little League program, and of course Little League would like to thank their dedicated volunteers who make the program a special experience for millions of children. The umpires, the staff, they're all volunteers. Never any admission to a Little League game. Everybody walks in free. Last chance for Nevada. The winner plays in the West Region Championship game Saturday night. The loser is not finished. They will play tomorrow against NorCal in an elimination game. Struck out 12 of the 20 hitters he's faced. Here comes his 85th pitch, so this is going to be the final batter that he faces before he is going to have to come out of the game.
Tell you what, he's throwing just as hard here in the 6th as he did in the 1st. A little pop on that fastball right there.
Easton Shelton leading off for Nevada.
Go.
For Nevada, you need base runners. You try and get on that base anyway, anyhow. So I'm swinging 2-0. Might be a good idea to take a strike here in this last inning. Go up there and we'll see the relief pitcher after this, but nothing wrong with taking until you get a strike.
Find a way.
Two and two. Holt tonight, he hit the first batter he faced in the game, retired the next 3, set the side down in order in the 2nd, gave up a run in the 3rd. That was only his really kind of blip of an inning, and he strikes out Shelton, and that's the last batter Kaolu Holt will face tonight as he's reached the pitch limits. Has to come out. What a performance by the 13-year-old.
Hey, good job. Way to make that adjustment in that 1 inning. Way to stay positive. Good job. You did a great job.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep, good job.
Yeah, that 1 inning was the 3rd. He definitely made the adjustment.
Yep. Kind of got it back together.
Hey, love each other, guys.
Saw him lose his emotions a little bit. Look at Dad. Pretty proud pop right there. 13 strikeouts. Just a dominating performance.
He struck out 7 of the last 8 batters he faced. So while they make a pitching change, we'll step aside, but the strikeouts were rolling tonight for Holt.
Really had it all working. That fastball, and he went to that curve, dropping on that outside part of the plate. Tip of the cap. Tough night for Nevada.
Great night for Holt pitching for Hawaii. He said that little blip in the 3rd inning. Other than that, he was absolutely dominating. He gives way on the mound to Sean Yamaguchi.
Yamaguchi, 2-pitch pitcher, fastball, curveball. Interesting talking to the Hawaii coaches yesterday. All their pitchers, they just throw 2 pitches, a fastball and a curveball. They don't mess around with anything else. And last year, the Hawaii team was from Hilo, and their coaches talked about how they just threw fastballs and changeups. So just try and simplify it on the mound and try and throw strikes. It seems to be working.
Koa Young batting for Nevada. Hawaii team 2 outs away from the West Region Final. Make that 1 out away. Sports Center coming your way next when we are finished here in San Bernardino.
We talked about this Nevada team before the game, and it's a good offensive team. We talked about what they did in the districts in the state. They hit 22 home runs, outscored their opponents 105-1. 3 no-hitters, and just ran into a buzzsaw tonight in Hawaii. That'll regroup. We'll take on Rockland, California, the Northern California rep tomorrow, 6 p.m. Hawaii holds on here. They will play the championship game on Saturday night.
And Hawaii beats Nevada 5-1, and Honolulu Little League will indeed play in the West Region Final here on Saturday night for the right to go to Williamsport.
Wow, so impressed with this Hawaii team, and I think the coaches really downplayed their team yesterday when they talked to me. So we can play a little bit every pitch, and we can hit a little bit. This Nevada team got to regroup. They'll come back tomorrow, like I said, against Rockland. This game at one time in the 3rd inning was 2-1. Looked like Vegas was going to get back into it. Just a dominating performance by Holt. with 12 strikeouts and 15 strikeouts on the night.
Sports Center coming up next. That's going to take care of things from here in San Bernardino. For JT Snow and our entire crew, I'm Mark Neely. Thanks for sharing this one with us. Now, let's take you to Sports Center.